Great. Thank you. Oh, first of all, oh God, it's such a privilege to talk to you. I mean, I grew up with Kel. I'm like, you know, I'm like,
Thank
my
you.
my colleague, she wanted me to share that she watches Good Burger every single day, practically with her son now.
Thank you. Tell us a
Yeah,
hey.
I will. I'm like, she's gonna freak out. She really is. And which, speaking of, I'm like, is there any updates on if there's any news with that coming?
Mm, mm, mm. You know what? Ed is always making good sauce. Okay. So the good sauce is still cooking. We still cooking it up. That's all I can tell you.
I'm still in denial that it was the 25th anniversary. I'm like, no way am I that old now. But I mean, but with that and all that, and Keenan and Kel streaming, places there, you've reached new audiences, new generations. So like, what is that like for you? Like that your work has had this impact and that you continue to sort of affect multiple generations now.
Man, it's an awesome feeling. It's humble feeling. It's cool that people still enjoy it all these days. People are introducing it to their kids. I was a kid when it started, so the 25 doesn't hit too hard. Well, we were teens, you know what I mean? Teens and young adults. So yeah, so it doesn't hit too hard. So because we still young. We still young. But yeah, it's just been so awesome that people love Good Burger so much. It says a lot to the writers and the producers of the show, the cast. I mean, that's what you want. You want like lightning in a bottle when you work with these cast members. And that's what we had. Everything just really gelled really, really well. And yeah, it's still doing it to this day. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, you have a very powerful testimony. So
Mm-hmm.
it's not surprising to me that you use that to help others. But are
Yeah.
your experiences and your comedic skill set like what motivated you to become a youth pastor?
It being a comedian.
Well, I mean, just a combination. I mean, you have the humor and that ability to sort of relate to kids, but also, of course, your experience just with everything, I think.
Yes, it definitely helps. I feel that with every experience, when you get a point in your life where if you got through something in your life, you've been through something in your life, it's so important to let others know how you got through that. A lot of people are dealing with a lot of depression. They're dealing with a lot of mental health, and everybody's is different because some people might go, "Oh, you tripping off that?" You know what I'm saying? But it's like you can't really judge someone else's mental state of what they might be going
Yeah.
through. And the thing about it is that if you can help someone by telling your story, by telling your testimony, or just through your actions of just, giving someone a hug, showing them a smile, talking about a joyous thing, some people don't hear joy every day. You know what I mean? So
Right.
it's really
Right.
important for us to bring heaven to earth. You know what I mean? We can definitely do that. We're all go to heaven when we die, but we can also bring heaven on earth by doing those things that Christ did, which is love. Yeah, in his doing, Christ still is doing. Yeah,
Yes.
that love.
And getting into Prank Day, your first book, of course, was kind of more geared towards like adults and young adults and all of that. But
Yeah.
this one, of course, is for predominantly kids mostly. So, what inspired you to do a children's book?
I love books. My parents used to make me read a book and then have to perform the book and do a book report in the living room. So my mom was a teacher. She's retired now. My dad's a psychologist, retired now. But reading was very important to them in our family. And so what that did was that just sparked a lot in me as far as books are concerned, as far as like stories and creating characters. And I really love stories that you don't know the ending or you don't know the outcome of what's going to happen and you're at the edge of your seat and I wanted to write my own. I wanted to write my own of like, but for a kid adventure to be in that way where it's just like a nonstop adventure. And so I had this idea of like, yo, what if all the April Fool pranks came true on April 2nd? And then what if one of the pranks you did is so crazy that it could change your entire life? You know what I mean? And so, yeah, that just took me on a journey.
It's such a fun premise for it. I
Yeah.
was like, that's such a really fun premise, and I am already excited to get it for a couple of my cousins who they love all of the Diary of a Wimpy Kid and all of that type of thing, and the premise just sounds so much fun, and I'm really excited to get it for them.
Thank
And
you.
the illustration, you collaborated with Santi. That illustration is amazing.
Santi is awesome. You
Yeah.
know, we looked at a few people, a few artists, but Santi is just amazing. And he also did the highlights, illustrations in those magazines. And I used to read those when I was younger. And yeah, it just has that. It's a style that it's its own, you know what I mean, which is super cool. So Prank Day has this unique style, which is super cool. It looks similar but not like anything else you have seen. So I
Yeah.
think that's awesome. Yeah.
Now, are your kids excited for it? I'm sure they're probably
Yeah, my
excited for it
my
too.
youngest daughter actually approved the cover. So when we sent it over, Santi sent the last illustration and with the color and everything on it, and I instantly went to her. I know my thoughts about it and how I liked it, but I was like, well, she's a kid, she's gonna be the one to see if this looks cool or not. And she was like, oh, Dad, what's that? And I was like, oh, okay, well, this is Daddy's new book. Okay, you like it? It looks cool. So yeah.
I was wondering if it got the kid stamp of approval from.
Oh yes, oh yes.
Okay, give me your best pitch for why everybody should just run. And I know they definitely should because it looks awesome, but run, not walk, to go get Prank Day.
If you want to laugh out loud at zany, wacky story, but then also, feel good about this adventure, it's going to literally give you all the fun feels that you had when you're a kid, for the parents that read it with their kids. And then for the kids, you're going to go on an adventure. Okay. Don't you want to go on an adventure? All right. You're going to go on an adventure and it's going to be a great ending. I can't tell you what's going to happen at the end of the adventure, but you're going to be smiling. Don't you want to show your teeth at the end of a book? I want to show my teeth at the end of a book, you know?
Now, do you have any plans about doing more children's books like yeah,
Yeah,
like a
books
series?
all over. I'm kind of like just letting God do what he's doing on this journey that he has me on. And every time I get like a fun idea, I just take a leap of faith and say, yeah, let's go after it. And that's how, I became a director, a writer, an author. And it's so cool. We really have to just step out on faith and say, hey, I got this great idea. Let's see what happens with it. You know what I mean? And I'm happy that I've been do that. You know what I mean? Because I used to kind of talk myself out of stuff back in the day, like, I don't know, people might not. But now I'm just like, nope, just go for it. You never
Just
know.
go for it.
Hey, go
Of
for it. Yeah.
course.
Let's go.
Do
Yeah.
you have any other projects coming up that you can share with us?
Yeah, we
You're
have
very busy. You're a very busy
you got me laughing.
man.
Yeah, I'm
I say you
busy.
stay but busy.
Yeah, definitely busy. Deliciousness on MTV. I have a Christmas movie coming out. I have to come back to tell you about that. It's gonna be awesome.
I'm the Christmas movie queen over at TV Fanatic too. So I hope you do. I definitely hope you do come back for.
Yeah, this one is a big one. I'm super excited. I'm the lead in it. So yeah, I can't wait for you to check it out. Yes.
That's that sounds fun. Any final messages that you want to leave with us?
Yeah, find the gratitude in everything. Yeah.
Love that. Love that.
Yeah.
Thank you. It was so much fun talking to you. And
Definitely.
I can't wait to go get both of your books, and I hope people go out and get them.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Bye.
Bye. Have a good one.